morning. I'm Carlton Sharp, pastor of Faith Christian Center Church, right here in Beaumont, Texas. And we're here on what's happening in our neighborhood. And today, my special guest is Miss Brittany Collins. Welcome, Brittany.
Welcome.
Hey, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Brittany. I'm the program manager for Legacy CDC.
Okay. Now, what is the Legacy CDC?
Legacy CDC is Legacy Community Development Corporation. We are a nonprofit organization based out of Port Arthur and Beaumont.
Okay. Now, this program was started when?
In 2006.
Okay. And what is the main goal of the Legacy CDC?
Our primary goal is to give our community the option to be able to achieve home ownership, to have their own home.
So you actually develop, the housing program helps develop people to get into homes and help them with financial assistance.
Correct.
Okay. So tell us about Legacy.
So Legacy became a certified community home ownership development organization by the City of Orange in 2009. And then by City of Beaumont in 2011, and then by City of Port Arthur in 2012.
Wow, so you've been working through all the Orange County, Jefferson County?
Yes.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, so if a person needs home assistance, financial assistance to purchase their own home, what do they need to do?
They just need to come by our office and pick up an intake form and speak with our receptionist. And there's a packet there so they can get more information. Now,
in the intake form, there's some information that they need to provide.
Yes.
They need to provide a full 3 months of recent check stubs.
Correct.
So you have to have a job.
You have to have a job, or you are not employed. A lot of our clients are receiving Social Security. So
okay.
That qualifies as income.
So okay. Then they need to have 6 months of consecutive bank statements.
Bank statements, correct.
So you can't have your money under the mattress.
Absolutely not.
And what else they need to provide?
They need to provide IDs, identification, and Social Security. If they're on housing, we do accept that, so they would put in their housing information. It's called a HAP form. They would also need to provide 2 years of tax documentation, so their tax return and their W-2s.
Wow. So I mean, you have to have all these documentations together. Now, if they need to also provide how many persons are in their household.
Correct. All of the programs are going to be income-based and based off the household size.
Okay. And then also, if they had a divorce,
yes,
they need to have a
divorce decree. Yes, because it's involving property. So, yes, they definitely have to have a divorce decree on hand.
Okay. And what about if they have minor children?
They just need to provide their Social Security information.
So now that's only step one of this program. Step one. So
that's just getting you in the door.
That's getting you in the door. Okay. Yes. Now what is step two?
Step two is dropping your application off at one of our locations, either Port Arthur or Beaumont. We're in Beaumont only on Wednesdays. Once they drop that in, then they're signed up for our home buyers education class. Okay, what is the home buyers education class? That's a one-time 8-hour course that they're required to take that gives you an overview of our program, and then it kind of lets you know if you're really interested in home ownership. It kind of breaks down the process. Now, if they don't go through this program, this certification program, they're not qualified for all of the incentives that are available with the program. They can't move forward in the program without that required course. So you got to have step one, all the documentation. Step two is the certification class. Correct. Okay, so the 8 hours, is that on a Saturday or? We usually do our classes every month, usually the third weekend in the month on a Saturday. So the class is from 9 to 5. 9 to 5. One time. One time. One time, and the certification is good for a whole year. Okay, so once they go through certification, that teaches them about financial literacy. Correct. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what else is involved in that class? It's just an overview. We actually have guest speakers, like people who are in the industry that you will work with when you do going towards getting a home. Insurance is usually there. We usually have realtors there that'll speak. And so you get to meet our housing counselor for the first time, who you'll be working with very closely in the program as well. Okay. So that's step one and step two. So step three is what? Actually meeting with the housing counselor, having your personal appointment. So a requirement of the program after your class is to be meeting monthly with your housing counselor, who kind of provides a guidance provide you guidance to get to where you need to be.
So will they help the individual with pre-approval of, to be able to purchase a home?
A lot of our clients come in, and the biggest issue is credit score. They come in with bad credit, and that's what we're here for. So our counselor provides action plans to get them to a credit score of at least a 620, which is a requirement.
Okay, because most people, before they understand the financial market, that their credit is jacked up.
Yeah, and that's not a problem. I think it's a discouragement for a lot of people who don't even want to do the program because they feel like they're not ready. But you don't have to be ready. We help you get there.
So even if a person's credit score is not where they want it to be,
exactly.
Still come. Because
don't count yourself out. Yeah, we'll help you get there.
And that's good news for people to understand. Is to know that, hey, listen, even if my credit score is not where it needs to be, that you can still help me get to where I need to be.
That's a part of our job. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. And then so step 1, get all the paperwork together.
Correct.
Step 2 is go through the certification class. Mm-hmm. Step 3 is to obtain your personal counselor.
Yes.
And then step 4 is what?
Step 4 is getting you to pre-approval. So once your counselor gets you there, you're following your action plans, you're coming in every month. We see if you can get certified by your city. So we're sending your packet to the city of Beaumont or city of Port Arthur, whichever one you choose, and then we do your pre-approval. So we wait to hear back from both of those organizations.
Now, you have some great things happening in Port Arthur.
Absolutely.
I mean, for those who go through the program and are qualified.
Yes.
So tell us, what can a person who wants to live in Port Arthur, who wants to purchase their own home in Port Arthur, can receive some benefit?
Yes. So downtown Port Arthur, we're actually working with City of Port Arthur and City Port Arthur EDC, and they're both providing up to $30,000 in down payment assistance.
Hold up a second, Brittany. Hold up a second. You're going too fast. You mean to tell me that if a person qualifies for this program, that they can receive, and they want to live in Port Arthur,
yes,
they can receive $30,000 each for a down payment from the EDC and from the City of Port Arthur?
Yes, correct. So $60,000 in down payment assistance.
60. Okay, hold up a second. I got to wrap my mind around that. You mean to tell me that there is $60,000 worth of down payment assistance to anybody who wants to live in Port Arthur that goes through this program?
Correct. Absolutely.
Wow. What y'all waiting on? What you waiting on? What are you waiting on?
Exactly. I mean, you really can't beat that right now. Brand new homes, brick homes, beautiful homes.
Okay, so now is there okay. So if I qualify for this $60,000, is there a particular area that I have to live in Port Arthur?
Yes, we do have a target area in downtown. It's between Nashville and Atlanta, between 5th and 7th Street.
Okay.
Downtown. That's our target area right now.
Okay, that's your target
that program
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's for Port Arthur.
That's for Port Arthur.
So what about for Beaumont?
For Beaumont, it's not new construction. It's existing homes, and it could be anywhere. So it's open. It's anywhere in Beaumont.
Now, is it the same amount of money?
No. No. Port Arthur does offer down payment assistance, but it's about $14,000 in down payment assistance. So it's different.
Okay, so Beaumont, it doesn't matter whether it's new construction or old construction.
Beaumont is specifically existing.
Existing construction. Okay, mm-hmm. So it's not for new homes in Beaumont.
No.
But up to $14,000.
Up to $14,000 in down payment assistance in Beaumont. Yes.
Wow. But you got to go through the program.
You have to go through the program.
Okay, so get all the paperwork together.
Yes.
And listen, they can go to your website and find out this information.
Everything is on our website. It breaks down whether you're doing Port Arthur or Beaumont, the requirements for each city, and then a lot more information about what our company does, our organization does there too.
Listen, we're going to put that website right down on the bottom of your screen so that you can see where you can go in and access this information. There it is right there. Go to the website there and pull up the information, and it has the 11 things that you're going to need in order to get your paperwork together. Then, of course, as she said earlier, you have to go through the class, the certification class, and it's a requirement. It's 8 hours. Let me put it like this. 8 hours for $60,000. Where can you go for that?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good trade-off.
I think so. One time.
One time, and it's good for a whole year. So yeah.
Woo! Make me want to move to Puerto. No, I ain't. I'll stand where I'm at. Now, Brittany, you guys don't not only do the certification program, but you also are involved in the disaster recovery program.
Yes.
So talk to us about that.
Okay, so after Hurricane Harvey, we definitely saw the need when we came back to the city. A lot of our employees were displaced, so it affected us too. So we saw the need there, and we were contacted by different organizations who wanted to invest in us because we were doing things so closely related to rehab anyway.
Yeah.
So it kind of was a good fit for our organization. And so we are currently doing rehab in Jefferson County, Nome, Orange County, and Hardin County.
Okay. Now there, from what I understand, there's been many programs, relief programs that have been out there. What's different about your program than others?
What we have noticed is there are a lot of case management organizations out there. So they're just collecting your information, and what we do is we work closely with those organizations who already have collected the client's information, all the data that we need, and we go ahead and start the rehab based off of their eligibility. Okay,
so if somebody had filled out an application or form for disaster relief, it's going to come through you. Is that correct?
We get them from organizations that do case management. Like we work with Disaster Humanitarian Services, which is based out of Port Arthur. Okay. So we got a lot of our clientele for rehab through them. Okay. So the program is you evaluate the damaged property, right? Correct. So tell us all the different things that go along with this program. Okay, so once we get your packet from whatever organization that we're working with, we work with several, and once they determine that you're eligible, they'll send your packet over to us, and we'll examine it and make sure that you meet the qualifications. And so once we get the packet, we evaluate we go and look at the house, we take pictures, and then we do a scope of work to determine what the estimated cost. And there is limited funding, so we can't give you a brand new house. What we do is want to get you back to living conditions that are healthy, it's safe for you to go back to your home. So primarily we start with any damages to the roof, and then from there we work our way down to flooring and all of that. But we want to fix the major things in your house. So it's not going to be brand spanking new. It's not like getting a new house through our program. So you're not going to tear my house down and build a new one? Absolutely not. It's not enough funding for that. We wish we could, but it's definitely not enough funding for that. So we do what we can with what we have. Okay, so who qualifies for that? You have to be a homeowner. You have to be a homeowner. You have to be a homeowner. And there's income requirements for it as well. Let me see, income requirements. You can't have any additional home. It has to be your primary residence. So if you have rental property, we can't be repaying all of your rental. Come on now. Yeah, we can't. It has to be your primary home that you're living in. Yes, and you're required to stay in that home at least 5 years after, because we don't want to go and spend money, invest money in rehabbing your house, and then you move out. Yeah, and then it's a waste. So then I make it a rental property. Yeah, no, absolutely not. No. So I can't do that. No. I have to actually live in that house. We want the families to live in the homes that we are rehabbing. Okay. Now what? The client also have to be able to afford the market rate contractors. Yes. So what does that mean? No, no, they're not. We don't. They don't. This is grant money. Okay. So they don't have to pay anything. They don't have to pay anything back. Yeah. We work in partnership with the contractors, and the contractors work with our grant money. So you already have contractors in place. We already have contractors in place that'll go out and do the scope. We're ready. We're just waiting for the people. Okay. So the homeowner does not have to put any money up. No money. They're not required to give us any money for their services. They just have to meet the guidelines. That's it. And neither do they have to give money to any contractor. No, they do not. And that has been one of the biggest worries of a lot of our clients, because a lot of them have lost money with contractors who come in and done work, a little bit of work, and left. Yeah. So there's clients who've lost thousands of dollars in this process. So they don't have to give us any money. So they don't have to give anybody any money? Anybody any money. We work directly with our contractors. Okay. And you already have certified contractors? Correct. That's available and ready to go? That's ready to go. But they just need the people out there? Yes.
Now, can they go to the website and fill out information to get
Yes,
to be a part of that program?
They can fill out inquiry information so they can let us know that they're interested in home ownership program or disaster rehab program.
Okay, there's the information again. It's on the bottom of your screen. It also has her contact number. What's the number where they could contact you?
Okay, it's going to be 409-832-2723.
Okay, and again, she's all there in Port Arthur and Beaumont. Beaumont on Wednesdays,
Beaumont on Wednesdays.
and then Port Arthur
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
9 to 5.
Okay, where are you located in Beaumont?
700 North Street in the Foundation Building.
In the Foundation Building. Okay, is there any other information you want to give to the public, Brittany, today?
We just want to spread the word. People are not aware that there are services out here like that, homeownership, especially down payment assistance programs. If you are interested or want to know more information about being a homeowner, definitely come out. You can come out to one of our classes, no obligation. You can come to determine if it's something that you are interested in. And then if you're interested, we're definitely excited about helping you get there. So we look forward to, meeting new clientele and helping them along the way to home ownership.
Well, again, hey, listen, if you're living in Port Arthur, it's
60,000.
60,000. Wow.
Yeah.
But you got to live in that zone.
That zone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give me those.
There's a lot of great things happening and coming downtown. So it's a great area to be investing in right now. But the area is between Atlanta and Nashville, 5th and 7th right now. And we'll, after we build houses there, we're hoping to expand.
Now let me ask you this before I let you go, because in the Harbor Relief program, they have to stay in the home for 5 years. This homeowners program that we talked about initially first with the $60,000,
yes. They still have to stay in the home.
Okay, they have to stay in the home 5 years. Okay, so you got to be there 5 years regardless.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to be in your brand new beautiful brick home for
Brand
5 years?
that they gave you $60,000 for.
Can't beat that.
Well, listen, I want to thank Brittany for joining us today. I want to thank you for joining us today on What's Happening in Our Neighborhood. And we'll see you next time on our broadcast.